A cinematic, hyper-detailed suburban confrontation scene filled with tension, irony, and poetic justice. The image should capture the exact moment when Karen's long reign of control as an HOA tyrant collapses in front of the entire neighborhood. The setting is a luxurious suburban cul-de-sac, with large houses arranged in a perfect curve, green lawns freshly cut, and wide driveways lined with modern cars. The afternoon sunlight casts a golden hue, but the atmosphere is not peaceful. Instead, it feels electric, as if everyone is holding their breath. At the very center of the scene stands Karen, a woman in her late 50s with sharp features, styled blonde hair in a bob cut, pearl earrings, and a pastel cardigan. She looks utterly stunned, her face twisted in disbelief and fear. Her hands clutch the HOA rulebook she always carries, but it is slipping from her fingers, its pages fluttering in the breeze. Her entire body language screams defeat. Her shoulders slumped, knees slightly bent as if the ground itself has betrayed her. Her signature arrogance is gone, replaced by shock and humiliation. Facing her is David, a calm, confident man in his 30s, standing tall with a powerful yet relaxed presence. He holds a folder of property deeds in one hand and gestures slightly with the other, as though explaining the undeniable truth. "I own this neighborhood, including your house." His expression is calm but firm, radiating authority without aggression. His attire is neat, a white shirt tucked into dark slacks, sleeves rolled slightly up, like a man ready to work but never needing to shout. Beside them are two police officers, their patrol car parked with lights off in the driveway behind. The older officer studies the documents David presented, his expression serious but leaning toward respect. The younger officer, standing with crossed arms, looks at Karen with thinly veiled annoyance, as if realizing they were dragged into a petty HOA grudge match. The neighbors are a crucial part of the scene. Dozens have gathered discreetly but eagerly, peeking from porches, leaning on fences, or pretending to do yard work while clearly watching. Some whisper behind hands, others smile knowingly. A group of kids on bicycles pause at the edge of the sidewalk, wide-eyed, sensing the downfall of a local tyrant. An elderly couple stands arm in arm, relief on their faces as they witness Karen finally being put in her place. The environment should tell the story too. Karen's house in the background is overly perfect, with symmetrical hedges and an abundance of lawn ornaments, garden gnomes, bird feeders, flags. Yet now it looks like a stage set for her humiliation. David's property, in contrast, is simple but modern, clean lines, neat garden, and a sense of quiet strength. The HOA meeting board sign can be seen near the sidewalk, ironically emphasizing her obsession with rules and control. A breeze picks up, rustling tree leaves and scattering a few HOA papers onto the street, symbolic of Karen's authority crumbling into chaos. The emotional center of the image is the moment of realization. Karen has spent years weaponizing HOA rules, gossip, and intimidation against neighbors, but now, in front of witnesses and police, she discovers that the man she tried to sabotage is actually her landlord. Her nightmare, losing power, has come true in the most public, humiliating way possible. The visual style should be ultra-realistic and cinematic, as if captured with a high-end camera lens on a movie set. Focus on facial expressions. Karen's frozen mask of disbelief, David's quiet confidence, officers' restrained irritation, and neighbors' relief. Emphasize textures. The fabric of Karen's cardigan rippling in the breeze, the glossy shine of official documents, the metallic reflection on police badges, the trimmed grass beneath their feet. Lighting. Strong golden sunlight that highlights Karen's face dramatically, while casting long shadows that symbolize the fall of her power. Colors. Contrast Karen's pastel outfit, representing her superficial control, with David's neutral tones, representing real authority and stability. Small but meaningful details should enrich the scene. Karen's phone lies dropped on the pavement, its screen cracked, symbolizing the collapse of her influence. A "for rent" sign is subtly visible on one of the nearby lawns, hinting at David's ownership of multiple properties in the neighborhood. A police radio crackles faintly inside the patrol car, adding realism. A neighbor's dog barks in the distance, breaking the tense silence. The overall tone of the image is one of poetic justice and dramatic irony. The HOA tyrant who thought she controlled everyone realizes she was never in power at all. The landlord she tried to destroy is, in fact, the man who owns her very home. The neighborhood witnesses not just a petty argument but the fall of a self-proclaimed queen. This single frozen frame should feel like the climax of a suburban drama film, part satire, part thriller, part victory for ordinary people who suffered under Karen's HOA tyranny. Every detail, from the fluttering papers to the sunlight hitting David's confident stance, should communicate the story of a nightmare finally turning against its creator. A hyper-realistic, cinematic suburban scene set in the middle of the day, with dramatic golden sunlight casting long shadows across a neat residential street. The neighborhood looks picture-perfect. White picket fences, green manicured lawns, cars neatly parked in driveways, and tall oak trees swaying gently in the breeze. But in the center of this calm neighborhood is a dramatic confrontation. At the forefront of the image stands Karen, a middle-aged suburban woman in her late 50s. She has the stereotypical Karen look, sharp bob-cut blonde hair, oversized sunglasses perched on her head, and a floral blouse with beige slacks. Her expression is a mixture of rage and sudden panic. Just seconds earlier she had been yelling, but now her face is frozen in shock, her eyes wide, her mouth slightly open, and her phone slipping out of her hand. You can almost see the moment her confidence shatters as the truth hits her. Facing her is David, a calm man in his mid-30s, tall, with a confident but kind demeanor. He is dressed in a neat button-down shirt and dark jeans, holding a thick